Welcome into BamaCentral 3 and Out with Joey Blackwell and Tony Sukalis. I'm Katie Wyndham. The college sports schedule is kind of winding down here in June with the College World Series in Omaha. We've seen a lot of SEC teams out there, which kind of brings up the point. This year four of the 18 field is from the SEC, not just the SEC, but the SEC West alone. And Joey, we've seen that every SEC West team has made it to Omaha within the last 5 seasons, except for Alabama, with 4 there this year. Mississippi State winning the national championship last year, and LSU being there in 2017. And obviously, they have a lot of national titles and appearances in Omaha. But Joey, hearing that stat about the SEC West and seeing how tough the league is, you're someone who's covered this program closely. How close do you think Alabama is to getting there, and how much longer do you think Brad Bohannon will kind of be given to get the team to that point?
Well, and like you said, every team in the SEC West in the past 5 years has made it to the College World Series, other than Alabama. So you think sooner or later they would stop being the proverbial punching bag for the SEC West. But since Brad Bohannon has come to Alabama, they really have incrementally improved every single season, and this season included, even though it ended early at the. Of the three out of the 4 SEC teams that are in the College World Series this year, Alabama bested, including that road sweep at Ole Miss. They beat Texas A&M 2-1 during the regular season. They also bested Arkansas 2-1 as well. The Auburn series was the only series Alabama lost, but that shows improvement. They also really hung in there with Mississippi State. I believe they beat them 1 game. The other 2 games were very, very close. So that is a sign of, and obviously Mississippi State being the defending national champion, so that it is a sign of growth within the program. Now, as far as I think how long it will take Alabama to get there and how long Bohannon has with them left are 2 different questions. I think as of right now, I think he's bought himself 1, maybe 2 more seasons if there isn't a pretty substantial increase in improvement. But that being said, that improvement still has been there. I think he can get it done. It's just taking him a little bit longer than Alabama fans had wanted. And but I think realistically, if that improvement, continues season after season, I could see Alabama making a College World Series within probably the next 3 seasons. It just depends on the recruiting classes, which they've been able to bring in, and it depends on obviously the talent they have to develop. And as Brad Bohannon will say himself, the SEC West the SEC in general is very competitive. You can be the 8th team in the country and still be the 8th team ranked in the SEC. So it's just a very difficult conference to kind of rebuild a program in.
Yeah, the thing I'd have to add too is it's not going to get any easier for Alabama moving forward with the addition of Texas and Oklahoma, 2 teams that made this year's College World Series, and Oklahoma could very well win the whole thing. So you add that to the mix. I mean, I don't know what the conference alignment will look like at that point, in terms of SEC West schools, but those are 2 more contenders that Alabama will have to play and compete with to make it. It's tough to hold yourself to a College World Series standard because, like you said, it's the Elite 8. I mean, it'd be like, saying, oh, why hasn't Alabama basketball made an Elite 8? It's like that's such an achievement to make. But the fact that every other SEC West team has done it kind of makes you raise an eyebrow a little bit. So it's something that, Alabama is definitely going to have to kind of work on and get better at moving forward.
Yeah, it's not something that's easier to do, obviously. But we've kind of seen this year with this Ole Miss team that, they were one of the last teams in, and they've gone undefeated in the postseason so far. So sometimes it just takes the right breaks and getting hot at the right time, and that could very well happen for Alabama moving forward. That'll wrap us up for today's BamaCentral 3 and Out. Thanks for watching.